Hey there, you, me, and DC fans, and welcome if you're new. I am the stepson of Krypton,
I'm Mantis.
and today we are revisiting a topic that we have done a couple videos on in the past. We finally got some updated news. Mantis, we are talking about the Paradise Lost situation. Are you ready to get into it?
I'm ready.
All right. Don't want to waste a whole lot of time because we've got a lot of information to cover, so let's just go ahead and get on into it. All right, guys. So, as you know, we originally had covered one of the main projects that James Gunn had tried to launch or was planning to launch with the DCU was Paradise Lost, a TV show kind of going over the Amazons and giving a little bit of their backstory. We haven't had updates in a long time about what's going on because I know some things got put on back burner, but we finally got some updates. Mantis, do you want to cover what those were?
Yes. Paradise Lost is dead.
All right, so what is going on in the world of Supergirl?
Yeah, so Supergirl, there's been some recent rescreenings. We heard that they had the first screening. There's been some, I'm assuming, changes, and then they had another screening. And the first one, we remember, if you guys watched that video, there was some people said it was okay, some people said it was bad. There was mixed results there. And like any movie screening, they're going to take that back to the directors, producers, all the people who work on film, and make changes if they can. So that's what they did, I'm assuming. I wouldn't even call it reshooting because I think there's a lot of time to do that. There's most likely cutting sections that didn't need to be there or adding things back, maybe changing some effects, stuff like that. But the feedback from the recent test screening, several test screening reactions and the updates from those people that kind of watched that were, quote, very good. And so from this article that we're reading here from Yahoo News, and I think that was actually taken from another article because you know how these companies do. They just grab and put, and it just moves all over the internet. Millie Alcock's Kara is at the center of a darker backstory. So we're going to see a little darker. Now, if you've read The Woman of Tomorrow, it's already a pretty dark story. Kara is not in a great place in her life at this point. So it's already kind of dark for that reason. And one source said they praised the cinematography over Superman, Superman 2025, which was interesting. We've seen a couple of teasers of some scenes and this and that. There does seem to be like a grander scale. There is that shot where they do show Krypton and them walking, and you get the view of the city that they're in. I forget the name off the top of my head, but it does look good. Like, I think that shot in some of the cinematography there, I think it does look better. Now, not all of that lends itself into an Earth, type thing there in Superman. So you do, you get a little bit, you get spacey, and you get some stuff there that's kind of cool you can't do in Superman right now, at least. So there is that. And then pointed to that there's a hallway scene, likened it to Daredevil and Guardians of the Galaxy. Shocking about that one. So right. Now, have you seen? I'm assuming they're talking about the OG Daredevil series, right? Definitely not talking about the movie.
The OG Netflix series.
Yeah, not the new, not the redo, right? Like, because I like the first one.
I've only seen the first season of the original Netflix Daredevil series.
Yeah, I liked that. It was great, but I don't recall. Let us know in the comments, because apparently there's this scene in Daredevil that maybe there was a hallway scene. I don't know what they're exactly talking about there. Again, these are cryptic because you can't. There's NDAs. They try not to give too much away on it, right?
As long as it's not in reference to the Ben Affleck, Jennifer Garner, and instead of a hallway, it's them fighting in a playground around a bunch of kids, like ridiculous scene.
Right.
I'm okay with it, right? I'll go with about any other fucking scene.
Gosh. Yeah, that lecture was just horrible fucking.
Although she's fucking hot. But yeah.
She is. Yeah. She's still, I don't think she's aged at all. Like, I seen her in Capital One commercial not too long ago or whatever.
Well, like in Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, she's still fucking hot. I mean,
yeah. Anyway, so reportedly themes include human trafficking and violence. with a tone of a much darker and serious, or that is a tone that is much darker and serious. Now, again, if you read the book, it is, although the panels there are kind of light and it's very cool looking. The themes behind of what's actually going on is pretty wild. So,
Now,
um,
of course, James Gunn has come out and said that this is not going to follow the book, right? It is going to be
right.
based on there's going to be the central things, but it is not going to just be a straight up this is exactly Superwoman or Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow on there. So
Hmm. Yeah, and they're going to have to take liberties. Again, the from the trailers we saw and from what people have seen, yes, what people have seen in the screening, they said that the reactions to Crim of the Yellow Hills were mixed. And I kind of, even just seeing him in the trailers that we, the little teaser trailer that we saw, he doesn't look anything like he does in the comic. Um, Now you can get past that. In what I see here, he does seem more like he is taken to the mercenaries that he kind of jumps on board with. The name of them escapes my mind right now, but he kind of joins them. Obviously, I'm giving away the plot. He joins them, but in the book, he doesn't really change his appearance at all. He still looks like he's, I don't know, fucking Paul Bunyan with loincloth on, right? Hunting with arrows. That's kind of how he still is through the whole book. But here in the teaser trailer, to me, it looked like maybe he started grabbing some of their weapons and their armor, and he's kind of joining how their group looks. Right, got to wear the swag that the bad guys wear. So maybe that's kind of it. Maybe it has nothing to do with any of that. Maybe it's literally the guy's acting skills. I don't know.
so
But either way,
now I know initial screening there was a what was said about the Lobo portion of it was that he's only in two fight scenes. Now, it didn't say that he's not in it a okay amount, or at least in enough in it to kind of wet our whistles. There, they said it was only two fight scenes. But I believe in this last screenings here, they said that there is a decent Lobo presence, or at least there's more than I guess what was originally shown to
I would
them.
assume. Yeah, I would have to assume. Yeah,
And
yeah.
obviously, you know, Jason, it's Jason Momoa. There have been some. I'll have them up here as I'm talking because God knows you don't want to see me. You'd want to see Millie Alcock and Jason Momoa. But there's some
Mhm.
behind the scenes shots. It was more than we've gotten either in the teaser trailer because you know, like in this last teaser for we didn't do a reaction on it, guys, because it came out the day of the Super Bowl. Obviously, Mantis is watching the Super Bowl, and I'm like, there's like 15 seconds of new footage, and every bit of it surrounded crypto. So, like, and
Yeah.
her finding crypto kind of on the streets there. So it was like there wasn't a lot of meat on that bone, giggity, to
Mm.
do a video on. So we're like, we're just not going to do it. But we know that we didn't even fucking see him in that teaser. In the original, we see him for like a couple of frames. So there's some behind the scenes shots where you get to see Lobo and them talking. So we kind of get that. First off, he looks fucking awesome as Lobo,
He
but
does. He looks just like you would
yeah,
want him to look.
exactly, right? Exactly how you'd want him to look. But so he is in it a little bit more than I guess some people were worried. And I say some, you know, there are those that were worried, especially when you read that, like, fuck, he's only in two fight scenes. You know, they're barely
Mhm.
using him. It's kind of the way they made it seem. He's in it a little bit more. So I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, and they did say that he was described as he's part of the a key to the ending of the film, which is interesting because, as we said, you know, in Supergirl Woman Tomorrow, Lobo was not in that at all. Like in the book, he's not in it. But they want to add him in, and they're going to change it around, and how are they going to do that? Him being described as a key to the ending, you know, Lobo is an anti-hero. You know, I would say, in my view, like the quintessential anti-hero. But even for Lobo, there are lines that he won't cross. You know, there are some things he won't do, at least for free. Put it that way. You know, so who knows? Maybe there's something where, because like those bad, like the mercenaries do some real messed up shit, like they really do. So maybe it's like he kind of sees what's going on here, and he's like, I'm not a part of any of this. I didn't, you know, they're in my way for whatever I'm supposed to be doing, and they're doing some bad shit. Fuck them, you know, type of thing.
I am still going to hold on to guys. This is my prediction. I may be completely wrong, but even in the second teaser, when you see the like the force field coming down over the city, I still kind of feel like that is the city of Kandor being bottled, by Brainiac, and I think it has to do with Lobo, was sent to go retrieve one of, or what they might have believed is the last, but maybe he finds out that there's more than one, uh, son or daughter of Krypton. And he's got the city, and that's what then whatever happens with Brainiac is what is going to draw Brainiac to Earth for Superman, Man of Tomorrow. Could be wrong. My prediction. Let us know down in the comments. What is your prediction for it? Do you think that's
Yeah.
what's going to happen? We don't know.
Be cool if it did. So yeah, guys. I mean, with all of the reports and kind of some of those things that we just discussed, uh, it kind of makes me a little bit more hopeful. Again, I think Lobo being in there is really probably going to save this film. I don't know. I mean, Millie Alcock, they said she was great as Kara too, and from what we've seen, she seems fine. So maybe it's going to be.
And she saw
It'll
it.
end up. And she saw it. I mean, maybe it'll end up being better than Superman was. I don't know. Here's the thing. I hope it is. I hope they continually get better. Like that's what I hope.
That's what you would want, right? Like when you
Yeah.
watch the Marvel movies, right? You watch the first Captain America, you're like, I want it better, and then actually they did actually get, well, I don't know, two's better, I think, than all of them, but like
Yeah.
Winter Soldier is just it for me. But like they still got really really good, right? They grew for the
Yeah.
most part, not all of them, but that's what you would want, right? Like, yeah, Superman did good. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow does really good. Superman, Man of Tomorrow was awesome, and then we lead into something else that's going to be spectacular. That obviously
Right.
should be the goal. You start out too high, then you just go downhill.
Going down. Yeah. You gotta roll down the hill. There was a couple of little extra things here you mentioned was the Screen Actors Guild, that I'm sure they were in those screenings too, or have.
You mean the Film Actors Guild?
Yeah. Yes, the Film Actors Guild.
Film Actors Guild.
Yeah. Some I can't even pronounce this word. Anecdotal.
Anecdotal.
Note. Yes, anecdotal. Notes from. I'm thinking that I've heard that word before, guys. I'm not retarded.
My real passion is my hobby.
Really? What's that?
I work with retards.
That's not what I'm. My mouth's not supposed to move like that to pronounce that word.
It gets blocked up in my mouth. I don't say it no good. So.
English language is great. Some of those notes from the Film Actors Guild people in there, they said it was they were positive
Matt
notes as
Damon.
well. Yeah,
Sorry, I had to.
Fine.
If you haven't seen Team America,
Watch it.
I want better for you. Go watch it right now and then come back to the video.
Yeah, pause the video, the end, and then go watch it and then come back.
It'll hold your spot. Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right. So that kind of wraps up where we're sitting right now with the most current news of Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I'm excited for it. I want to see a full trailer, and we will definitely be breaking that down. And then, obviously we had all of the most late breaking news for Paradise Lost. So much there going on. So Mantis, thank you for covering all of that for us.
No problem.
Always appreciate it. Do you have anything else before we wrap up?
No. Well.
All right.
Oh, well, the excuse we when you said I was watching the Super Bowl, so we didn't really want to, do a video on the 45 seconds of old footage and the 3 seconds of new footage from the trailer that they released. I would have taken watching that however many times it took to equal the first half of the Super Bowl because it was so boring.
I didn't watch Super Bowl, guys. I'm not a sports fan.
It was worthless.
But
it was worthless.
Clearly, I didn't miss anything, right?
You did not.
But what we did miss was a Supergirl full trailer during the release. Because if you are subscribed to not only us, which you could do to right here with the bells and the subscribe button and the like button, hit that as well. Get notified when we release new videos. But to the actual DC's YouTube channel, they released the Supergirl teaser several hours before the game. So we all kind of knew we probably weren't going to get anything else from the Super Bowl, which is a smart move given what happened last year when they released the Superman stuff. Like there was so much that, again, everything going on, and the movie was still finishing it with its CG and everything. He was probably like, I'm not going to deal with that again. Now, I know people are going to say, yes, James Gunn isn't necessarily in the day to day when it comes to the directing and editing stuff, but he is, and he has said that he is working very, very close with them for post production.
Yeah.
Right. It's just following the schedule he likes to do where he wraps filming up and he has damn near a year. And again, films all of this, does a little bit of a test screening, sees what works, and then makes the edits to try to give us the best product. So we'll have to just wait until we get that actual full trailer. All right. Didn't mean to go off on that bit of a tangent, but more than likely, you guys probably aren't fucking here anyways at this point in time. And if you are, we do appreciate it though. And back to that like and subscribe thing and all that good stuff. All right, Mantis, are you ready to go ahead and end this before I just keep going on?
Yes, I'm good.
All right, guys, we thank you for watching, but that is going to wrap it for us on this episode of You, Me, and DC. Until next time, we'll see you then.
Later.
Oh, man.